I'm here. We are live for a Monday edition of The Bunker. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I've been hanging out here, and I've had a fun little weekend, but I did have a couple of things going on. I have a PVM here in the shop, and we're ready to work on it. As I get things going here, let's get the show rolling. Please, if you don't mind, take a second, hit that like button. Let everybody know we're live. Thank you all for being here. Hey, Belmont, see you there. See everybody else. And NDPX, Plate Fork, Ray Cerrone, Brian Harmon, Rob Cat, and Smasher Josh. All welcome in. Hey, guys, how are we all doing today? All right, cool. So looks like things are going good on the OBS reports. And yeah, it is already afternoon. Good afternoon. Cozy Cathodes, what's up? So the first thing, yesterday, the 18th of February, was Coleman's birthday. I think his number 2 birthday. But whew, I don't know what the heck's gotten into him. It started yesterday, and it was probably because I forgot it was his birthday. My wife came home from a trip and reminded me, and he just keeps running upstairs and peeing on this one piece of furniture like nonstop. It's driving me nuts because there's a rug under it, and I'm having to clean again and again and again and again and again and again and again in the last 2 days. So I've had to like keep a close eye on him. I've walked him 10 times more than normal. He's just making me suffer. Hey Jake, welcome back. Hey Zero Sleep. So yeah, I was just cleaning that up just a second ago. A little bit dribble from that when he ran upstairs when I wasn't paying attention, trying to get things ready here. So I had to clean that, close the door, get him back down here. So it's just like one piece of furniture. Yeah, it's what what it is he's probably got hormones or something. I haven't got him fixed yet. So, I don't know if it's that. Probably is that. Hey, Retro Collector. All right. So I've been dealing with that. I had to get a new cell phone recently, and I keep finding things that it's been like a little bit frustrating because I broke my last cell phone to where I can't really access it. So I've lost some things that are weird. It's like it's hard to make it back up certain stuff. So I've been just dealing with some normal everyday things, Anyway. All right. So as I said, we do have Sony PVM over in here. And there it is. I don't want to make it look too bad by just switching straight over at it for you guys. But that's it right there. It's 20L5. It needs to do some work on it. Oh man, Belmont, I was like 14 generations between phones. I had Samsung from a 10 to a 24. Ridiculous. I had a 10 forever. And so there's the monster right there behind my shoulder. Well, he's found his bone. At least he's entertained. So yeah, we got to start obviously by turning it off and opening it up. Smasher Josh, my favorite console generation. It depends kind of what I think that's going to be dependent on what I'm doing. If I'm playing stuff with my family and like friends and stuff, I still like the Wii. So I really like that. I think it's really still heavily playable. You can go back to it, play it a lot. And then probably my ending generation would have been about like the time I stopped playing would have been right around PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube era for the first time. And then tried to go on. I was like after college. Second half of college, I tried to get a little serious. Do other things. And then I didn't get back into it till, it wasn't a big jump, but I stayed out till like Xbox 360 was out for a little bit. Yeah, nowadays it really is. That's all I do is use the 240p test suite. So Jake's right there. All right. Cool. Well, again, if you can, hit that like button for me. Otherwise, we're going to jump into this thing. I did go ahead and get an opportunity to exercise today. So I tried to explain that to Zez when he was in town, that he should definitely exercise, just because of the fact that we're old now. I mean, you got to do it. Is the picture reversed? It could be. Oh, yeah, it is. I see. Watch this. That's funny. I didn't even notice that till you just said that. So you do a roll on there, but I'm kind of surprised it's... Oops. It should... Well, let's see what it looks like. I'm not going to keep it on that. There you go. So it's not reversed on that. It's just reversed for some reason. That's odd. When I have them both on the same screen. Well, Thomas, that's a good deal. That's a good deal, $600. Even with a broken power button, you can get one of those from probably Pat if you send him an email. All right, this is it. That's not reversed image, so I'm going to turn this light over so it doesn't glare. But we're going to flip that around, and we're going to take it apart. And it's got to get just a cap kit. There's nothing really wrong with it. I'm going to take some pictures of it with my phone and turn it around, and I'll have the other microphone. So I'll be here with you. This one makes a big bright red light on here. Making sure my microphone is turned on. Is it? There we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's turned on. We're doing good. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to unplug everything from it, and then I'm going to open it up. It's definitely dirty. So it needs some cleaning, but it is just a restoration job here. It's not got any real issues or anything. Cleared a little space, flip it around. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Now we can get this thing going. All right. I'm gonna take some screws out first. Now this one's missing. Man, it's missing some stuff here. It's missing. We're missing the rivets on the shell here. Now this came to me like this. So that's interesting. All right. So this is going to be wobbly. It's got the. I'm going to leave the back screws in. All right, let's just remove the back because again, the person who owns this took the rivets out, and that makes it a little bit more tricky. Okay, so doing it that way, I just didn't want this to flop over into the back of the neck. Oh, that's funny. All right, cool. Let's get in here. See, that's not good. $20L5, that's what it is. Doesn't it say that in the title of the show? Sometimes I can't see what I type. And I put the wrong things in there. Mark, I do not think so because I don't have the rivets. I think the client still does, I hope. I don't actually have a set. This one's someone's picking up. The owner's picking up in person, so I don't have to worry about that shipping it or anything. So I can secure it, and maybe there's one rivet I can find or something or two to hold it in place. That shell did have a hairline crack in it. Oh, okay, so there has been some stuff done here. Looks like some solder's been touched up on the neck board for sure. Hey Jake, thanks for the super chat. Hey, Steve. Move to a bigger house and I'll have space to work on TVs. I'm thinking about starting a CRT mod repair. Oh, wow, really? Business. I've learned almost everything from you. Oh, well, thanks. Best of luck, yeah. Definitely. Best of luck starting that. So, thank you for the $10 super chat, too. There we go. Other things I notice. This board, or this, wow, there has been some kind of like plastic repair actually attempted on this bracket, where they've melted plastic and they've tried to do like a metal insert, actual professional plastic repair. So that's actually, I mean, it seems to be fine. I've never seen that though. We'll look at that here when we get the deflection board out. I'm just thinking about what to start off with. I mean, it's pretty clean in here. The guy who owns this told me he did clean it, so it looks clean. And the rings have been adjusted, or they've moved. I can see that. Okay. Well, we'll go with the deflection module over here first, just because it's already here. There's nothing wrong with this PVM. We get that done, put it back in, test it, then we can move on to the neck board. We'll just pull it off, reflow solder on the rest of the parts, and clean it. So this has got to come out, and what I like to do is get basically all the cabling off of this thing. Let me show you. I like to get the cabling out of this. All this, get this cables out, and then I take this whole board. And even the brace itself will come with me. So let's disconnect these cables. Now this is all coming apart pretty easily. I think that there's a possibility it's been opened before. And obviously that would be the case if it's been repaired, right? Plastic. Let's do that. that's it. See? That all could come out like that. All right, so we definitely, I mean, it makes sense. Since I told you that we had repairs done to this plastic. Check it out. See? Let's focus. There we go, right in the middle. It's not just tape. It's also melted nails. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to go overhead. And when I go overhead, maybe you'll be able to see these nails. Let's see. Goodness gracious. All right. Oh, yeah. Nail right there. Oh, my goodness. Guys, a nail melted into here. Look at that. Sorry. A nail. Not, it's like a little wood nail. And then you wrap it with plastic. That's a new one for me. Oh my goodness. The problem is, whoever did all this work, they took all these things out when they disassembled the monitor. They like didn't replace the screws back, because they obviously had to take this board out to do that. But when they did, they didn't put the screws back, because there's normally 3 screws holding this board into place, and it doesn't look like it's flat all the way, so I'm sure I'm going to probably replace this. Nailed it. Good one. I'm going to probably replace that board, or this arm altogether. Yeah, that's a new one for me. Thankfully, there's a replacement now from Kaitor, so I don't have to worry about that thing. Let's look here. So this is our board bundle. I'm going to flip that around. See how it says 25L5 right here? Yep. Thankfully, there's 3D print files for this. And I'm going to actually roll your picture here so that you can see it from my perspective. And then there you go. And then it'll be less confusing for me. And I won't be looking like I'm coming in from the top. I'll be looking like I'm where I'm sitting underneath it. Goodness gracious, that's some wild stuff. So this is 2 boards, 2 cab kits for this board, or these 2 boards. Let me move that back. First thing, usually you have to snap. I hate to tell you this secret. But the daughter board's not the easiest thing to get out. You actually have to try to get these. There's clips right here, but it's so old at this point. This is what happens. You bend the clips a little bit, and just like all the plastic from this era, it pretty much snaps right off. And don't worry about it. All it is it's right in front of here. I basically snap all this off because there's a couple hooks in here. So like 95% of the time, the plastic is so brittle it just snaps right off on there. But don't worry, that's just locking that in place. When we get done, we'll pull it out when we get done servicing it. It won't hurt it at all. But see, I barely pull that back and it just pops off. So at this point, it's kind of best to just get it out of the way. And that way, you can easily get the card in and out. Oops. So you barely touch them and they just pop, the plastic pops off. Like, I'm not putting hardly any force. These things would bend. These are malleable. The tips of these tweezers. So that's what I'm just trying to show you. If you ever do this, don't get concerned about that. This high level stuff here though, because you got these boards are a pain too. So double-sided. There we go. Should be everything there. Alright, now I'm just going to see if I can pull this out. Alright, sorry, I had to get just better leverage to get that card out. Thanks again, Jake. 3D printer fund. I have a 3D printer, but it is so lame and awful. I hate it. So I do need a new one. Good call. All right. This is the daughter board. 6 caps on here will get replaced. It will be... You have to watch this one. Sometimes it's different. Look, this time is the first time I've seen it be a different value. 16,470 right here. On the last 4 or 5 of these I've done, that's been a different value. And then there's usually diodes back here, which if you go follow me on Twitter. Here we go. So that's a different value. So what I always recommend, replace with what's on the board that's been working, unless you think there's an error. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to replace what's on the board. We'll do this board, and then this board's pretty much getting... There's one cap that I don't replace. It's down here, just one of them. This board has been recapped some though, because it's not. It's been done, goodness, and some work's been done, but it's pretty crusty. So we're gonna get rid of all these. Look, all those red marks or caps have been replaced. So this has had 1, 2, 3. This might 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This might have already had Pat's kit done to it. Looks like it, yeah. But wow. It's just. I mean, I don't have like if you went back here. Gosh, look at some of this shit. What the heck is going on right here? You guys seeing this thing? I don't know whether this is intended right here. I don't know whether this is intended. Like, look at this. What is that? Looks like a soldered right there. It's like 2 legs off of different components soldered together. Goodness gracious, this has got some wacky stuff going on, but this looks crusty. I'm going to remove this solder. It looks just gross. And then, yeah. So let's say you did this work, right? This person, whoever did this cap job, they should have come back in here. They should have at least, I mean, I would have said reflowed every soldered point because it looks nasty. And then they should have cleaned it. They didn't clean it though, and there's all this crust. So the good news is it'll be easy for me to remove all these capacitors because they've already been heated up at some point recently. Now this could have been, who knows when this was done. I'm not really sure. Not sure much on this one. Let me get some things situated. And we shall get ready to use our Hacko FR301. And I'll just remove these capacitors. I've got my cap kit here. Let's see. This is the deflection kit up top. We'll make notes as we go. Yeah, even no clean. I mean, it's not like you have to, but it just looks better when somebody comes back in here years later to have it cleaned up. I don't know. I don't really like to leave my stuff just looking like that because I'd hate to think somebody open it and say, oh, look what this slob left behind. That's what I would think. All right. Just want to get a pen to double check as I go. Maybe I can put myself on there for you. I don't know. There we go. Look, I'll even come into view up here for you up top. Hello there. Got my pen, paper, my cap kit list to check and reference. So I'm just going to start pulling these. So some of these caps have not been removed, like this one, and all of them should be changed on here on this kit. All right, these we'll start over here. All three of these are going. So I may need to reflow some solder. The more important question is, did anything get damaged? And hopefully the answer is no. $25.39 is on the list. Okay. That one's out. I just think that, yeah, if it's, I don't know. I guess, too, there's some kind of mindset to just get things done quickly. I don't really know that that's really what's happening anymore. So you just skip cleaning, or maybe you're not familiar with cleaning tactics yet. I don't know. Sometimes it can be just a lack of experience and not really familiarity with what cleaners work best. This is an odd one though, because it's got just messy parts everywhere. All right. And like I say, you remove some caps but not the others. It's a bit odd. Okay. this one out of here. Whoops, 16470. Right? Yeah, okay. C2530. There's 15 caps on this board that are getting changed. $233. I don't think that's right. Yeah, I mean some of these values are a little bit increased, so it's definitely had a recap. That's normally a pardon me, a 160 volt 33. So I'm sure that's been increased. All right, just a couple more, and then we'll retouch the spots that I don't like either, that need to have caps removed. There's a big one right here. Gosh, look how long. Dadgum. Dadgum. Guys, look how long the legs were left on this capacitor. Ugh, you should not do that. That could short out with a number of other pieces down in that spot. Goodness. That's too big of a cap, guys. Too big of a cap. See, this is something, this is a point of contention I have with some of the kits that I run into that people probably buy online. This is too fat to go down in there. Down in that little spot. Because, I mean, you can't even stick it down in there, like backwards. Right? I can't even get it down in there. And but if you're going to do this, you need to put shrink tubing on here so nothing can hit these legs and short out. And this is a part, right? What kind of cap is this? So this is something where I think Pat's cap kit says increase your voltage, right? Which one is this? Which part is this? I'm sorry. It is 2535. So this one, 254.7. No, that's the same one. I mean, it says 254.7 right there. But I think that's too big. Either need a smaller 254.7 or go down to a 164.7. Because this guy is too big. But it's out. It's 4 out. All right. Actually, my wife. Okay. Sending me some messages. Anyways. Let's continue. Remove these caps. It's okay. Like I said, if you have to use it, I don't mind it. You just got to do something like about that. Those legs. I actually have seen that short though. too. Let's get that guy out of there. 25, 45. Or 4, whatever. 25. Not 45. It's 25, 46. Yes. We're going to take all those out. All 3 of them. Right up in here. This third one too is going. But it's not been reflowed, so. I'll just reflow it using the Hacko. All right. Jake, it's fun. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, guys, go cancel your OnlyFans subscriptions and throw Steve a $1 or $5. Support the people who bring you entertainment and knowledge. Bros before hoes. Well, I didn't know. I don't know what people are spending their money on, you know? Thank you, though, Jake. It's too fun. Okay. Yeah, did you know you could use your Hacko FR301 as a soldering iron? Wouldn't recommend it usually, but if you're in an emergency spot and you have to have it, you can do it. You guys are the best. All right, thank you, Jake. 2511, 50 volt 100. This one is the correct one on the list. We got these two right here in the middle. This one stays. These two come, and then these 3 are coming. That's correct. Let's get these caps out of here. There we go. This one should be the same voltage, 1611 or 1000. 16 volt 1000. There we go. 2514. We got everything here. 3 more. One of them's been replaced of the three. That one does have a little spot where it looks like the partially traced, maybe. Damaged. Where is that thing down here? Right there. Thankfully, it's not from me. That was from before, but that's okay. It's not gonna hurt anything. There is a little bit of that trace right there, about an edge of it gone. An edge of that is gone. Hey, thank you, Buried Bits. Thank you for the super chat. Excellent. You're awesome. Thank you. Good old Polish currency. Absolutely. Thank you. I'll definitely get some coffee. I'm a coffee man. Coffee's good. Thank you. All right. Let's get these. My 301 sounds like it's getting clogged. There's not really anything in there. All right. Let's see how it looks under here. No, that's all good. Everything's good in that chamber. I'm just cleaning out the little chamber here. Checking it out. Might have gotten just some... I can't really hear it coming through the tip very well. Give it a little shake sometimes, get that to bust through. Let's get these two big capacitors down here out. I'm gonna touch up the solder on here. There we go. Then we'll remove them. Okay. There's this one. 25 1000. And the final one. All right, there we go. 25 1000. All right, so that's 15 caps out right there. 15 caps out. They were all the ones on the list pretty much. Again, I need to check my notes on that one. Let me go check my notes real quick. If we look here, let's see. All right, here's the deal. 2535. It's originally a 2.2 microfarad, 250 volt. Pat says increase it. So I'd rather you go in and fit something that's the original size. So I don't want to put that. I want to put 250 volt 2.2. I'd rather have that if it's a smaller size that fits in there. That's the original one that was on the board, than upsizing it and hurting it. Sex definitely sells. There's definitely a lot more people interested in sex than PVMs, right? And PVM restoration. Now we can clean that. I don't think I'm going to need this for a little while. I'm going to turn that guy off. Set it out of the way so I don't burn anything up. Hello everybody. If you're just jumping in today, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Oh, I forgot there was one more thing. I need to keep that hot. I'm going to remove the solder on I definitely think this is a Pat kit that somebody ordered online and did, and maybe it's an older kit that didn't have a lot of these, didn't have all the same caps in it. I don't know. Mine takes pretty much every cap and changes it except for one, and that's a bipolar filter cap that's very small. It doesn't wear out really, but eventually I'm just going to add that to the kit too. Let's remove the solder from there. Oh, that stinks. Gosh, that stinks. So we'll clean all this up, and then that's being held in by a screw, so it's fine. We'll reflow the solder on this when we come through here and recap it. For now, look at that. Yuck. Man, I can't believe there's been a lot of money invested in this PVM at some point, because somebody did come in here and do all this work to it. Okay, I gotta get some more of these. just get the brush. Now, sometimes you just scratch it off. That's the stuff. Most of the stuff will... Oops. That's fine. Just dropped one of those all the way down in there. Do that. Scrape. Again, I will be coming back here and cleaning all this another time after I install the new parts. Alright, that should be good to get us to the next point. Commodore Greg, thank you. Those swabs, yes, they do have a name. Commodore Greg wants to know where we can get the cotton swabs. Super chat, I'll show you. Should be able to post a link here. Let me do that. Let me get it. I've got it saved specifically for this question because a friend of mine showed me where they were, and let's get you, if I can find it. Now I said that, but there's just a lot of well, I say that. Hang on. Maybe I didn't add it here. Good question. Okay. They're printer cleaners, though. Let me see. Gosh, I thought, you know, good call. I thought I had them saved on my parts page, or oops, that's not the right thing. All right, let's see. Here we go. There we go. Let's do it. Let's see if this shows up. I don't know. That I would just put a hyperlink in there. That may be too long. If it is, you can type in foam cleaning swabs printer. Foam cleaning swabs for your printer. It's generally for inkjet printer. That's it, though. I don't even think that's one of my Amazon affiliate links, but don't worry about it. I think that's just a straight link. Unaffiliated. All right. There you go. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and reflow the solder on this one part that we discussed. There's a couple parts too. I need to trim. Sometimes on here there'll be a lot of extra little pokies that you don't want to short out. That is a factory thing. Seems like there was 2 of them. There we go. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Go there. See those things. They're not expensive, and they don't like fall apart. They're big. You see, even all right, let's just say I did that and I just replaced that part. You just saw me solder that, I think. But even if I did that and didn't clean it, it still looks better than the last one. If I just left it like that, I mean, I wouldn't do that, but that one's pretty nasty. If I can get that one out of there, probably. There we go. So, just see. Do that. I think it got stained from the last one a little bit. There's a little debris left. There we go. Okay. And that's how that like stuff should look, right? I mean, right like that. See how that looks nice and clean? That's it. All right. So I know that sorry. My wife's about to head back to the shop. And then my all right, sorry about that break for a second. Okay. Yeah, so cleaning up. I know that the other cap kit has not been done. So that's going to be set aside because I got to put together the cap kits parts wise. So I need to go find those 15 caps, get them out. But what I can do is I can reflow the solder on this daughter board because there's 6 caps that come off of this board. Not every cap's coming, but 6 of them will. So we can do that before we move on. And the caps we are concerned with should be these two, this one. I think that's it. That's half of them. 36. Right? 36. Yes. 37 and 31 are all on the list. Okay. And I won't be using my Echo to reflow the solder, or the 301. I'll use my regular iron to reflow this. Those three are there. And then what's the other three? 9, 12, and 47. Alright, so that's this bottom one. Okay, here's number 9. $38, that's not the one. We need 12. It's over here. Yeah, right, that's this one. Okay. There we go. Now we've got all those parts have had the solder refloat on them. The one that I know is not the same though is this one, because sometimes it's a different value. Let's see what it says here. It says it's a 16470 for 1537. 16470. Okay, that actually matches the kit. Although I have seen that be a as a 50 volt 10 in the past, if it's a different revision of this board. So we have this revision. That's good. Okay. Now I'll use the FR301 and we'll get these 6 caps out. Okay, let's do it. That one didn't come out. So we'll just have to re-hit it with some solder. Okay, we're gonna get this one out. So obnoxiously big. No problems, just bent legs. 50 volt 100. And that's the correct one. All right, the rest of these, I'm just confirming the values on here because it's this one, and these two. Maybe this one. Not that one. Yeah, that one. Which one's? What value is 1509? That's the one I'm worried about. 1622. Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm just checking them all with the list. This one's a tiny one. Okay, good. There we go. 1622. Surprised this big one's not in the kit, but it's not. 1510. It's got a mark on it. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. All that drain down that leg. Extra solder right there. You got it. My grounding is around my ankle, and then it's going off to the wall, that little strap, so that I don't zap anything. Here we go. One, two, three. To go. Take this one over here. I have so many Gamers Nexus mats, they all come with grounding things. They actually just made a new, bigger mat, I believe. It looks even better. I wanted to get it, but I don't know that I need it right this second. They got some nice work mats, though. 1512. All right, just the last two here. Okay, there's our 16 volt 470. There we go. $50 10. Yep. All right, that's the removal of all the capacitors in the kit. There you go. This one's not bad because no one's been in here before and messed with this board. Because this is the board that's a little bit trickier to do if you don't know what you're doing. So It's the one that people tend to skip. This is good though. Everything looks fine. Should be pretty uneventful. Nothing too exciting. I mean, the most exciting thing we saw so far was that capacitor that had too long of legs. Okay. All right, guys. I want to say thank you to everybody. I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up here today for this session. So I thank you all. It's been about a little over an hour, and I'll be back again later this week. Thank you again so much, everybody, for coming and tuning in regularly. Thank you, Jake, for all the awesome super chats, and everybody else who did give me a super chat. We had a couple other super chats in there. Thank you all again, Commodore Greg and Buried Bits. Thank you guys all for the super chats. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be working on other CRTs, so I'm going to continue on with this 20L5. The main board's still got to be serviced. The neck board's got to be serviced after this. But I'm going to do a little bit of this work, and then I'll check back in with you guys wherever I am at it tomorrow. And thank you, Andre. And that's my plan. I'll try to get back on here tomorrow and stream again. Koala Koa, thank you, buddy. And we'll keep going because I got this. I got a 20-inch KV, which is not multi-format. This is just a straight-up flat screen consumer set from the mid-2000s that I need to service. I turned it on today, and it's got a little bit of a screen shake. So I need to sell it, but I can't sell it with that screen shake. And I want... if we can't fix it, then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sell it to somebody, you know? So, anyway, I had a good time hanging out with everybody. Thank you all for being here. I had an awesome time in the chat. I see a lot of people were talking about things, so it's great. And just look for the stream notice tomorrow, about noonish, same time frame, generally speaking. And we'll see where we are on the projects for this week. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you in the next stream, and have a wonderful day.